Hi, my name's Maria Kovacs, and here we are at the latest Catwalk shoot. We've just done a fabulous retro shape. First of all, we blow dried the hair with Root Boost, and then we set it with rollers and finished it with Work It spray, so I hope you like it. First off, we started prepping the hair by using Catwalk Root Boost. Again, this is my favourite product in the range, and we've been using it all the way through Fashion Week. So we sprayed it from roots to ends quite liberally, and I tend to work my fingers through the hair just to feel how much product you need. I'm quite casual with my sectioning pattern, starting from the back using a medium round brush and really setting the hair in so you can achieve that big movement. So for these particular shapes, I guess in the salon and backstage, blow drying is really key, but to really concrete the shape in and to get the look really directional, it's all about placing rollers in. And that gives you that extra kind of retro vibe. Setting with rollers is a fantastic technique that you learn from the beginning of your hairdressing career, but it's really about personalizing the look that you're working on. So we started off with taking large sections, and because we want the hair to come back off the face, we're setting it forward first. We're using a very light spray first of all, rolling it into the hair, and then once the hair cools, we spray it again. Now this is fantastic for setting because it doesn't leave you all these little crunchy bits. It helps you brush it out and it gives you that seamless kind of finish.
We took one straight look, very shiny and flat, into an updo with a very few tips. So we start preparing the look with a high horseshoe section and then a low radial parting. So we have two panels through the sides, we isolate the top area and then we start working through the back. So how we start using? We're using the Work It hairspray from Session Series. The reason why we use Work It is because it's a very dry hairspray. It has a level or two of holding, so as well as being dry, it has a little bit of hold. Using the Work It hairspray, spray a little bit at a time, let the product dry into the section, then brush it through just to get much more slick.
My name is Akush Bodhi. I'm a TG European Education Director, and I would like to share with you one of the looks from our latest Catwalk shoot. In preparation of this look, we use Catwalk shampoo and conditioner just to prime the hair, create a nice canvas to work with. And then from there on, we use the leave-in conditioner just to really balance out the moisture content so we can move on to the styling process. For the styling, we used the Catwalk amplifier, and actually I did section the hair just to get a really good application, a thorough coverage from the bottom up towards the top of the head. Comb the hair through, so we seal the cuticle down, and then we start getting ready for the diffusion of the hair. Pushing the hair back into its natural curl formation, and then pick up the diffuser and start placing majority of the hair on the sides first into the bucket of the diffuser, and then work our way around slowly, step by step. To finish the look, I used the Work It hairspray from our Session series line to give a flexible hold and detail the shape. Top tip for this particular look is set the dryer on low speed and high heat so we don't create frizz, but also ensure a quick drying process.
Hi, I'm Maria Kovacs and welcome to the latest Catwalk shoot. The look I worked on for you today is one that was inspired by the Christopher Kane show this spring-summer season. Again, it was a brilliant show, and as always, Christopher makes it really about his clothes. So the look in particular is very, very simple, but it's the little delicate nuances that makes it really fresh, which is exactly like his clothes are. The hair was prepped with root boost, first of all. Again, root boost for us is a fundamental because it works as almost like it gives the hair like a next day feeling. Started off with a very low side parting. This is a key element of giving kind of a retro feeling. And then we brush the hair towards the back of the head. Again, it all depends on the density of the hair. If it's a lot of hair, you need to secure it with a ponytail first before you roll it. But with this particular model, we just brought the hair back and then almost twisted the hair into itself and then pinned little sections over, twisted the hair back on itself and then into a loose knot. So what we like to call this is a reverse chignon. Okay, so it's almost flipping the classic look upside down, and that gives it more of a quirky effect. Once we've pinned it into place, then we start to just pull out delicate little sections of hair and finish off with some Work It hairspray. If you want this a little bit cleaner, you just don't pull out as much hair.
Hi, my name is Nick Owen, Creative Director for TG. Here we are on the latest Catwalk shoot. What I've worked on today is a look from our Session series line within Catwalk. It's really looking at, Hero own a product called Salt Spray. So first of all, we prep the hair with Catwalk shampoo and conditioner. Very, very important that we cleanse the palette make sure that we've got a great base to work from when we're starting to layer the product. The sea salt spray is added into the hair when it's damp first of all, so usually taking a middle parting, combing the hair through. The key thing here is working with the fingers, working with the hands in terms of allowing the natural elasticity to come back into the hair. So really not looking at scrunching the hair where it becomes frizzy. Once we feel like we've created that shape, we go back in with the dryer and take out the excess moisture of the hair. That's a very, very important aspect of what we're working on. And from there, then we start to work with the diffuser and layering the product, layering on the surface of the hair and flat drying the texture. This allows you to get this very kind of disheveled, loose, kind of beachy sort of feel to the hair. Very, very important that we don't over scrunch the hair or dry from underneath where we really create a lot of frizz. The natural frizz will come into the texture as we're working from wet to dry. Towards the end, then we go back into the hair. Once the hair's dry, we take off the diffuser using the hairdryer without a nozzle and working loosely with the hand. So that allows you to kind of just almost break up the root area and let the hair come back into its natural form. And from there, we finish the hair with Look Lock hairspray, just to add a little bit of detail in certain parts of the hair. Most important tip, I think, today that we've worked on is making sure that when you're working with your hands, we're not over scrunching the hair. We don't want the hair to look retro. For it to stay modern, it's flat drying the hair on the surface and you're really working with the products as you work through.